Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and this week our moon is going to be a full moon that's in Capricorn, but has just a little bit of that Sagittarius inspiration on it. So it's going about a steady and sturdy structure and a path while incorporating some new and fresh ideas about how to go about the things that we're doing, whether we are going through a cleansing and a purging process, or if we are going to build up towards a goal, which simultaneously those two things kind of go hand in hand anyways. So yeah, just going about it in creative ways, but also being very practical about how we are navigating through our emotions at this time, adding that level-headedness of the Capricorn. Yeah. All right, that was fun astrology time. Let's get into our reads.
Hey there, Virgos. Trying to remember the name. It's Ramblin' Mike. He's another tarot reader out here on the YouTubes. He calls Virgos Virgolicious. I'm feeling Virgolicious today. Yes? Yes. It's a vibe. It's an energy. And a well-deserved one, Virgos. Alright. What's above? Temperance. What's below? The Devil. I still maintain that we're feeling ourselves here, but doing it with balance. I feel like we are really working right now, especially with, what was it? Mars and Taurus. And something with Saturn too. Saturn's doing something as well. But I just I have this vibe with this Capricorn full moon that it is kind of a time of restriction. I kind of related it to the Catholics when they do their fasting. There's so much chaos. My brain not connecting. 1 second. So in this time, wherever I was, with all these transits and everything, it feels like we are both purging and gaining at the same time. So what we release, we get back. And what comes back is a better version of the indulgences that we are releasing. So if we are in a place of brain, what's that thing that Jade always tells me? You gotta work through the chaos, you gotta work with it, take it as messages. I like to work in quiet. The noise is distracting. It pulls me away from my thoughts. But sometimes we have to push through the chaos. We have to take that Virgo energy and make order in the midst of the chaos. Organize it all, because again, these cards, they have volumes within them. They really do. I can see the whole book. It's right here. It's this thick too. It's huge. You could do an entire reading off of these 2 cards. And yet, making connections, attaching it in the appropriate places, organizing things in the midst of chaos. And that's what this is it not? Pulling it together in the midst of chaos. rather than feeding the belly of the beast, constantly and consistently running, hiding, not dealing with our problems, not facing them. Pull all that energy back in. Pull it back to you. The you. That's why I said we should be feeling ourselves right now. Ourselves. Us. Not the things around us, not the things we use to make ourselves feel good, feel better, feel comfortable. But just feeling us. Because we have it. You know you've got it, Virgo. You know what's in there. So finding that temperance, finding that balance, that peace, that organization in the midst of chaos. Taking a moment and just breathing. Talk your way through it. Talk to yourself if you gotta. I frequently talk to myself. Pretty much all the time, actually. And if ever somebody catches me, I just tell them, sometimes I need an expert's opinion. That's why I talk to me. What am I going to talk to you? What do you know about me? I know everything about me. Even the things I don't want to. Right? Ah! Look at that. Structure, stability, security, foundation, fulfillment in those spaces. Where did that come from? We pulled that together. We pulled that together. You pulled that together. And all you had to do is bring yourself back into balance. Feel yourself. For you and all of the beautiful things that you are. Not all of the things that you can use to fill your life, but just you, how you go about your day, how you bring things together. It's a proud moment when you conquer a beast. You get the spoils of victory when you win such a battle. Applying appropriate disciplines. Especially with that Sagittarius energy coming off in that moon as well. Like, it's going to be creative. It's going to be inspired. How could you not make something great out of it? Right? I don't have to remember how many times I clipped this. Organizing in the midst of chaos. Virgo brain for you. Always working. Ever waiting. So this Two of Wands came out under the table where the devil lies. I feel like, as above, so below. See how we're balancing with that temperance, sitting between the two wands, holding our own, holding ourself, steady, patient. Oh, we've been so patient. Virgos, I know you've been so patient. So very patient. Just holding yourself steady, keeping yourself braced through crazy ride. Oh, but it's on the horizon. 9 wands, 10 wands, Ace of Pentacles. Keep on the lookout for that opportunity, because it will come. The opportunity to close the door, to stop waiting around, pack up your shit and go. Start something fresh. Start something new. Get that first pentacle that will lead you to those 10 pentacles. It's out there. The idea, the thoughts, and the more that we practice holding ourselves steady when we are above ground or below water, always watching, looking for that window, for that door of opportunity, and as soon as it does, whoosh, off into the night. That's when it's time to claim what's ours. To claim something real, something tangible, something that is not temporary, fulfilling, but actually substantial. I feel like this is still a seed that needs to be watered. Something, again, we haven't even thought of yet. It's that light, it's that window, it's that opportunity. Five of Cups face down. I feel like we need to not give our attentions at this point in time when we are pulling our own selves together. We need to both monitor and be conscious of the spirits that we are intaking to feed the belly of the beast, giving ourselves that control, that discipline, finding balance with ourselves. But I feel like we also need to just not participate in other people's sorrow at this point in time. I feel a little bit more like the bartender at this point, just kind of like, yeah, that seems like a real problem. You poor thing. Also, I do have my own stuff to get together. It's time for me to close up shop now. Like, you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. Move along. Some closing time, semisonic, putting up on the jukebox, playing that song for you. So move along. It's not that we don't care. It's not that we don't feel bad or want to help others to mend their own broken spirits. It's just that we have our own battles that we need to fight, that we need to stay focused on. And in order to maintain our own equilibrium, we cannot just be throwing ourselves into other people's whacked out equilibriums. Again, at this time, at this point, at this juncture, not that a Virgo can't ever help anybody. Obviously, we are of service to the world. We are always going to look for ways to make things better, to help people, to improve situations. But we're not going to be very successful at that if we are not in that space ourselves. So put your oxygen mask on first before you offer me help. Don't you forget. We are on a path, and when you get here, when you get to that place of security, stability, foundation, and you know exactly who you are and what it is that you have to offer, then you can offer it. And it's going to be more satisfying than that drink that's gone in a second anyways. It's going to be more sustainable and more fulfilling. What you give is going to be more sustainable and more fulfilling because what you have received, what you have made, what you have created for yourself is more substantial and more fulfilling. And we're just running around, passing around these 5 cups back and forth. Ain't nobody gonna get nowhere. Pull that energy back. bring yourself back to center. And that's where it's all going to unfold. And don't forget about teamwork, making the dream work. You have people that are actually here to help you, that actually want to participate in building with you. So put your focus on those people. Like the monstrous of tickles in the back of my throat here. It's making me want to cry. It's so aggressive. Maybe it's just because I'm holding this card. Put that down. Put it down. I know you have problems. I know how to help you. And I also know that you're too drunk to listen. You're not going to remember anything I said in the morning anyways. So, let's focus on us. Feel yourself in this time frame. Get your own self in line. Get yourself to where you want to be. And then you can pick up and you can serve from a better place. Thank you, Virgo. We'll see you next time.